Hey everyone, in this video I'll explain to you what to expect from Tesla AI Day and why this event will be important for the future of Tesla and AI in general. But before we get into all of that, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm to help push this video to others who are interested in tech and data science. Turning the like button blue is a great way to learn about AI. So thank you for doing that. With that said, let's get into the video. Now, let's get into Tesla AI Day. Now we see here on the invite, it shows the Dojo chip that they've been teasing over the past few months, and with the words AI Day, August 19th, 5 p.m., Palo Alto, California. Now, if we go to what to expect from Tesla's AI Day scheduled for August 19, an analyst Munster said that 2025 could be the first year of public availability of level 4 autonomy, despite Elon Musk's ambitious goal of having full autonomy by the end of 2021. Now, some notable changes since Autonomy Day back in 2019. So Tesla announced in May that its Model 3 and Y vehicles will no longer rely on radar, instead use camera vision and neural net processing to deliver Autopilot, FSD, and certain safety features. So yeah, Tesla does not use lidar. And another update is they announced a shift in FSD subscription pricing from 10K upfront to $200 a month. So nice subscription revenue for Tesla there. And there will be, as previously mentioned, a Dojo update for their supercomputer. Most likely show off their Dojo chip, which consists of 25 AI chips. And because of their AI day, they're leveraging AI to enter new markets. So they're likely to expand AI applications outside of full self-driving, such as they're leveraging their software and hardware expertise to enter new markets, including battery storage. So think of what they're doing with their power packs, HVAC, insurance, and trucking logistics. So really the possibilities are endless there. And so if we go to the actual invite here, that says they'll have hardware and software demos. So really interesting stuff there. Yep, conducted August 19. They don't know every detail, but there will be hardware and software demos shown by Tesla engineers, their keynotes, and Model S Plaid test drives. It said Tesla beyond our vehicle fleet. So they're really pushing for changing Tesla to be known as just as an EV company to broader than that right now, in this case with AI in general. And now for context, right, if we go, or actually let's get into the details here. So they did mention that there will be hardware and software demos from Tesla engineers, and this is their official invite with the details here. It says demos from Tesla engineers, test rides in Model S Plaid, and more. Attendees will be among the first to see our latest developments in supercomputing and neural network training. So definitely some big news about their Dojo supercomputer there. They'll also get inside look at what's next for AI at Tesla beyond our vehicle fleet. So again, the idea of being not just a EV company, but an entire AI company and energy company and such like that. Now for context, back in June, Elon Musk tweeted that they're going to hold AI Day in about a month or so. We'll go over progress with Tesla AI software and hardware, both training and inference. Purpose is recruiting. Now, even though there are tech demos that will be shown, as you mentioned, the purpose will be for recruiting more AI engineers, so specifically machine learning engineers, data scientists, things like that. So if you are interested in applying for Tesla, I do have their careers page. We'll link down below, and I'll go over some of their roles that they currently have available. Now, if we go to their next tweet, so just for context, this is their full architecture and diagram of their Tesla Dojo chip with 25 AI chips there. And if we go to Andrej Karpathy's Twitter, for context, he's the director of AI at Tesla. So he oversees all things Tesla AI. And if we go to one of his tweets here back in July, it says, even after 4 years, I still haven't solved labeling workflows, labeling QA, final QA, auto labeling, etc. Um, Escalations, data cleaning, throughput, and quality stats, evaluation sets, and categorization and boosting. So, what he's getting at is this whole data labeling thing is so complex, a lot of different variables, from QA to training to validating, etc. And yet Tesla is at the cutting edge, right? There really is no one else in this space that is really at the level and scale of data collection and data processing that Tesla is at. And the reason for that is partly due to Andrej Karpathy, right? Because he created Tesla's data engine. Now, what they use for is for their, not just for their autonomous driving, for AI, other AI applications. So right here it says that Tesla, Andrej is pushing the envelope of deep learning by combining multitask learning and a massive data engine to collect rare samples that are at the essence of addressing the long tail problem. So by rare samples, those are those, plethora of edge cases, in this case in autonomous driving, for example. So with so many edge cases, due to geographic location, due to weather, due to changing road conditions, etc., due to various types of drivers around you, a lot of what they call rare samples to collect to be able to train their neural nets to handle those edge cases, those particular situations. And yeah, that goes into some more points of their autonomous driving and AI goals there. Now, if we take a look at Andrej's blog post here, that's his website, and then he has a specific blog post here about a recipe for training neural networks. Now, I won't get into the meat of it here, but the gist is that he talks about the daunting task of training neural nets in this blog post. And essentially, he uses his knowledge and expertise from his background in studying AI and now at Tesla training neural nets on their own, and created his own recipe for training neural networks. And he steps into the actual recipe here, breaks it down, and it may be similar to some things that you may have seen, training evaluation and data collection, overfitting, underfitting, etc. Now, one part of the recipe is to hit the subscribe button and turn on bell notifications to get notified when my new videos get uploaded. It's completely free to subscribe, and you can always undo it later on. So thank you for doing that. And with that said, let's get back into the video. And now, getting back to some more details here, I saw another tweet from Tim Zaman, who's the manager of AI infrastructure at Tesla Autopilot. He tweeted back in June, so at Tesla Autopilot, we're bringing up our third cluster, one of the biggest supercomputers in the world. We're scaling fast and hiring. If interested, please DM. So for ML, looks like Python, GPUs, CUDA, React, DevOps, service reliability engineering, etc. And this is just his Twitter page for reference. So in addition to Karpathy, looks like Tim is also very adamant about getting the best AI talent out there. And we actually have heard from Karpathy talking about, in this case, FSD in detail. So obviously this is just one use case of their AI training computer, right? They already mentioned that Tesla already has over 1.8 exaflops of processing power for their supercomputer. So really, this is just the tip of the iceberg for their applications of their AI chip. Now, interestingly, back in 2020, it was reported that Tesla's working on hardware 4.0 self-driving chip with Taiwan Semiconductor or TSMC for mass production in Q4 of this year, 2021. Um, Now, it says back in 2016, they started developing a team of chip architects led by legendary chip Jim Keller to develop its own silicon. Because previously, I believe they were using NVIDIA chips um, for the compute power for their FSD and autonomy. Yep, not here, which is barely increasing the power consumption. So now they claim a factor of 21 improvement in frame per second processing versus the previous gen Tesla Autopilot hardware, which was powered by NVIDIA hardware. So now they're going with their own proprietary chip in partnership with TSMC. So very interesting stuff there. So as I mentioned before, they have this 25 Dojo AI training chips in a module seen ahead of AI Day in this diagram here that I showed a bit earlier. And the gist of it is that it'll reduce footprint and the cost of AI training. So they already revealed a 1.8 exaflop AI training system. And again, it uses that Karpathy data engine, and it's part of AI and data, so that way they can recruit AI engineers. Now, interestingly, this person, Dennis Hong, who is from UCLA Robotics, was tweeting about Tesla AI Day. Now, interestingly, it says here that Tesla was teasing Dojo supercomputer and partnership with famed roboticist. And looks like that famous roboticist is Dennis Hong, who is coming from UCLA Robotics. And here's the tweet again. So, yep, the image was shared by Dennis Hong, famed roboticist who is behind the Robotics and Mechanisms Laboratory, or ROMELA, at UCLA. Now, if we go to Dennis's Twitter page, it says he's professor of mechanical aerospace engineering at UCLA, director of ROMELA, the Robotics and Mechanisms Laboratory. And I thought it was interesting that if I went to their website, you can see that they're really at the cutting edge of robotics, using it for various purposes and for research as well. Definitely would recommend checking this page out if you're interested. And as I mentioned, I'll go over some of the careers related to AI, ML, and data science. So just did some quick searching on their website, on the careers page. If I search AI, they're looking for computer vision and backend for their Autopilot. I searched ML, looks like only one comes up. But if I search machine learning, a couple more come up as well for performance software and a more generalist ML engineer. And finally, for data, there's plenty of roles here, from charging data and cleaning to data engineer, data scientist, more senior roles, data analyst, etc., data analytics, data annotation specialist. So yeah, the list just goes on and on. There's even a data scientist internship if you're interested in become interning at Tesla. It'll be a very cool opportunity. So yeah, a lot of great opportunities to work at Tesla in their AI, ML, data science space. So yeah, definitely check that out. And I'll have their careers page linked down below as well for you to check them out. And actually, a great way to stand out in the application process is to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It's completely free to do so, and it would help out this video a lot to get recommended to other people. So thank you for doing that. And with that said, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment down below if you have any other questions or concerns, and I'll be happy to answer them. Now, to get started in investing, whether in Tesla or other stocks, you get started with investing by using my Webull link down below, and you'll get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100. You can also get started with investing with Bitcoin and other crypto by using my BlockFi link down below and get up to $250 in free crypto. So I hope you found a lot of value from this video. you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notified when my videos get uploaded. Also, comment down below what you learned from this video and what other topics you want to see, and share this video with anyone interested in learning about data science. And follow me on my socials for even more data science content. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care.